Welcome to another edition of Josh's Jabs, where I take jabs at anyone in the world of sports. This week I'd like to take my first jab at Blake Griffin. As a professional athlete, you have an obligation to your team, your league, the fans, and your teammates. That obligation is to have unmatched levels of self-control. When an opposing fan tells you that you're the worst player to ever walk on this earth, and other such insults, you need to use that self-control to focus on the task at hand and forget about what that person said. And when you're out to dinner with an equipment manager, you have to have the self-control to not punch him in the face. Blake Griffin was unable to use his self-control. Last week, when he was out to dinner with the equipment manager for the Clippers, Griffin punched him in the face, and then he broke his hand, and now he is out for at least 4 weeks, while a scandal is brewing in the background. I understand that it's tough to show some self-control in difficult situations, but that's one of the reasons why these athletes get paid millions upon millions of dollars a year. Now, not only is Blake Griffin out for at least 4 to 6 weeks, he might even have a lawsuit on his hands. But I have one more demotion to add. I jabbed Blake Griffin for punching someone in the face. I understand that not everyone on the Sports Skillet radio show is a huge hockey fan, so I'm going to give a quick summary before I get to the jabbing. Over this past week, the Calgary Flames were playing the Nashville Predators. After taking a crushing hit to the boards, Dennis Wideman of the Flames started slowly skating back to the bench with his head in his hands. Right as Wideman was about to reach the bench, he looked up and saw the ref was in his way. Wideman then cross-checked the ref from behind and has since been suspended indefinitely by the NHL. Some people are saying that Wideman had a concussion on the play and should be forgiven for his actions. But I disagree. Not only did Wideman stay in the game, but after the game, he fielded tons of interview questions about the hits and was able to recall what had happened on the play without even a second of hesitation. In addition to this, the Flames have not said anything about Wideman being injured, so clearly there was no concussion on the play. Which brings me to my point. Hitting the ref is never okay in any sport. I understand that we don't always like what the refs have to say, but that doesn't give you the license to hit them. So I jabbed Dennis Wideman for cross-checking the ref from behind and putting him in the hospital. That's it for this week's edition of Josh's Jabs. If you have someone you want to jab at, be sure to contact us on our Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram page, or you can even email me directly at josh@sportsskilletradio.com.